Hello and welcome to the High Performance Quest. I'm Ramiz Ahmed, and in this video I would be discussing with you the last two bad habits which you need to counter in order to save your time and increase your productivity. This video is the fourth and the final part of 4 video series in which I'm discussing with you the 7 bad habits you need to counter in order to save your time and increase your productivity. The links to my last 3 videos on this subject I have provided in the link section below so that you can view them whenever you want. And so without a further ado, let's get started with the last 2 bad habits that you need to counter in order to save your time and increase your productivity. Well, the 6th bad habit that you really need to counter is you need to avoid multitasking. You might have experienced this a lot of time in your life, whether be it your workplace or any other activity. People expect you to do multiple things at the same time. And you might have tried this yourself at home or at workplace without any instructions from your manager or from anyone else in your life. You might have tried to do multiple things at the same time. Frankly, the term multitasking was used first in 1960s for personal computers. It was never intended for the human brain because the focus of human brain is very limited and human brain cannot focus on multiple things at the same time. It's just like you are juggling 2 or 3 balls. Try to juggle 3 balls, try to lift 3 balls at the same time. How many balls you would be catching? I guess if you divert your focus on all of those 3 balls, you would be catching none of them. This same case is with the brain as well. In order to make it work more productively and be more result oriented, you would need to focus on one thing at a time, and you must never involve yourself in multitasking. Therefore, since human brain is not wired for doing multiple things at the same time, in order to be more productive and in order to save more of your time, you need to focus on one critical thing at a time. And you should invest your full focus and your full attention towards that one thing. And then once that task is completed, then you should be focusing your attention towards another task. In order to solidify this concept in yourself, I would really recommend you to read 2 important books on this subject. The first one is written by Dave Crenshaw and it is titled The Myth of Multitasking. And the second book is written by Gary Keller and the book is titled The One Thing. And these 2 books are really very important and they would really solidify the concept of this myth of multitasking and it would remove the habit of multitasking from your life. I would really recommend you to read at least one of these 2 books in order to avoid the principle of multitasking from your life. I have also attached a link in the link section below. It relates to a video of Dave Crenshaw in which he is doing an activity and he wants you to do that activity in order to prove that multitasking is really a myth and it really consumes a lot of time and it reduces your productivity. I would really want you to click that link and it's a very exciting activity that you should do. So, in order to be more productive and in order to use your time in a more effective way, you really need to avoid multitasking and remove it from your life. Well, the 7th and the last habit which you really need to counter is you need to avoid perfection. Perfection is really another myth, just like multitasking. And the people who are indulged in perfection, they need perfect outputs. And frankly, nothing is perfect in this world. And every product needs improvement. Every process needs improvement. I have seen a lot of managers trying to be perfect in their outputs. I have seen a lot of trainers, they don't start their online courses because they need their first course to be very perfect. And in the pursuance of that perfection, they really waste a lot of their time. I want to make you clear that even the masters of their field are never perfect. They tend to make mistakes. They make mistakes a lot of time in their life. Even, for example, Bill Gates have made a lot of mistakes. Warren Buffett has made a lot of mistakes. Many of other professionals, many masters in their field have done mistakes, and then they have improvised, and then they have tried not to repeat those mistakes. But trying to be perfect is something that they didn't really try to achieve. So, in my view, you should not be wasting your time in perfectionism. Every product can be improved over the period of time. Every process can be improved over the period of time. So if you indulge yourself in being perfect at the very initial stage, you would be wasting a lot of your time. Try to launch the things, try to implement the process, try to launch the product in my opinion, and then try to improve it over the period of time. This would be saving a lot of your time and a lot of your efforts. So these were the last 2 bad habits that you need to counter in order to increase your time and improve your productivity. I hope you have liked this 4-video series, and I would really want you to subscribe to my channel if you think that this channel is creating a difference in the quality of your life. This is Ramiz Ahmed signing off from the High Performance Quest. Hope to see you in the next videos. Thank you.